All right, all right. We're back with another stream, and I didn't be wasn't able to get on earlier. When I got home from eating this afternoon, I had the worst sinus headache I've had in a long time. I ended up jumping in the shower, putting on the water as hot as I could stand it, and just letting the shower and the steam and the heat going on my face loosen up some of the uh, congestion, man. I still kind of feel kind of bad. I feel better right now, but I still got a slight headache. I took some leave. Um, we do need to talk about some new stuff that they added to the game today, and we're gonna kick on. I do have, like, if some of you were on earlier, you know that I wrote a bunch of new music. Some of it isn't really Star Trek related, the stuff that I usually play on here, but I did let you guys get the first listen to some of the stuff besides me. And we're gonna kick on War Cries, which that's what I call the Star Trek stuff. Actually, I'm probably going to call the if I put it on iTunes, which I'm thinking of doing, is I'm going to call it Klingon War Cries, and it's just the normal music that I put in the stream. And Dustin and I added like 4 new songs to it. I'll play those for you, and we'll start the regular stream up because I know you weren't on earlier. Okay, let me pull it down here. Okay, this one here is, I made 2 versions of this song. One of them's in complete Klingon, and the other one does the Klingon verse, and then it does the English verse right after it. But we'll do this one first, and then we'll come back to the English Klingon version. Put my headphones on. I pressed the wrong song. This is another new song called Play the Clones. War drums pounding in my heartbeat, glorious battle cry. From the gates of Chronos fire, I rise with steel in hand. Federation trembles as I tear across their land. Honor in my veins, fury in my roar. Your peace talk kingdom falls forevermore. I am the blade of Chronos, sharpened by war, crushing the Federation at the Emperor's door. Kirk and his starship watch them break and fold. So what we're gonna look at, we put in another battle pass. They brought the Syndicate battle pass back, so now we've got this battle pass running. We got the Ferengi battle pass running. We've got the Outpost and we got this new Syndicate one. Then we got Wave Defense. We also, I believe, still have the Territory Capture one going. Yeah. So they're soaking us with these extra passes, but I would probably pass this one if I wasn't so close to finishing this. So any extra helps get me done, and I'll get this extra complete commander seat, and plus all these bonuses for my ship. I don't really care about the avatar. I've always used the one that I'm using right now. Except some rare occasions. Now I wish I could load my own avatar in here. I would either put the Klingon that's part of my graphics for my channel up here, or I would use the Man in Black from Westworld. That's what I would use if I could use anything. Either, let me pull this back to here. Let me find it. I used to put it over here. I don't know why it's not doing it now. I don't see this image anywhere. What is this? Okay. Yeah, I would use this Klingon, cut the, up here like where it would fit like in there. I would use him in there instead of the general here. I actually used him on the album board. Let me see if I still have it on my screen, yeah, here it is. That's going to be the album art for my thing if I put it on YouTube. Not YouTube, but iTunes. Let me get that off of there. Now where did it go? Let's see if I can find it. I'm gonna have to redo that again. Go with the overlays. I think I can. There we go. I used it from the drop down menu. But that's the one I'm gonna use. Now here's the Klingon. Once in pure Klingon. I did do a version that has Klingon English after it, but I'm digging the regular Klingon version of it, but I can understand people won't understand what the hell he's saying.
TV, we saw more.
Okay, that is a pure Klingon one. This is the version that has Klingon and then the English. So what I did there is I went to Chat GPT. I wrote the English lyrics you're going to hear and asked it to translate it into Klingon. And what it did, instead of just giving me a straight translation, it gave me what you're listening to right here, where it gives me the verse in Klingon and then the verse in English. So I just copied and pasted that. And then when I got ready to do the Klingon only version of it, I cut all the English lyrics out of it. But don't know how correct the pronunciation is for the Klingon words. Like I said, I'm using the AI to do it. And but the thing is, the one thing that I've always heard, and when I listen to that song there, just the pure Klingon version, it sounds very much like Hebrew in a lot of ways. And I'd always heard that the guy who came up with the language used Hebrew as one of the model languages that he used to get the guttural and sound that it had. And it really does. It does. If you ever listen to some Israeli songs, which I have, they sound very familiar to what you just heard. So now we're going to go into the one where you can actually hear what the Klingon verses say. Okay, here we go.
Into darkness, I advance, swift and sharp. I ignite honor by turning death into a weapon. Into a weapon. Battle will, battle we call. Daily we summer, wishing us sleep. Telling and well, we done more. Defiant kubdak gniewu, coś dziś biby Excelsior, żach mej witoj Reliant, daj wykoj Discovery, take me dacie Żach, żebyś łeś mej łykał mej wang Kipek portas win up Telling God what take we lumka Only the Enterprises remembered A symbol that failed to shield the Federation The Defiant is nothing in shadow Voyager's path is unworthy Excelsior screams as I serve vengeance Reliance blood echoes in my ears Through Discovery's ghosts I conquer I act to break the weapons In darkness we repay vengeance And we polish the heart of the Empire Battle, battle, battle Kiptak się w ogbe Łofandziej poch Il Josh Cop Honor, I trust nothing in this galaxy I demand service Who ludzie bezdzie Pejdzie ku wam dacie Kto Battle cię Callous, I break myself, I prepare blood, awaken darkness. I am a man, I am still, I am sudden. If I die in this mission, I die with honor. We continue destroying the Federation. We hunt the galaxy. His death lets honor sleep deeply. And the Klingon Empire roars
Crap. It looks like there's no, because it's mining Monday, it's going to be tough probably to get a spot in one of these veils. I might have to do the nasty and use the slip drive on. Let's see if I actually straight swapped it or did it. Let's see. Find my discovery. I'm gonna need Grush too on it, so that's one reason that I'm using the Sorrentos. You'll see why I'm using Grush and the Sorrentos in a minute. Okay, so we got that. We've got the. So what we're gonna do here is we're gonna swap. I'm gonna swap it for the Quantum Swip drive, which is in my Vengeance. Damn. That's an expensive swap right there. All right, let's do it. Because I'm not going to be able, because it's Mining Monday, the odds are of me finding a node I can put this on. It's not going to be very good. So what I'm going to use is the Discovery. Okay, here we go. It's the 73 space. I'm going to let it, well, you know what I'm doing? What I'm going to do? Screwed up. Let's recall it. Let's put the two gay guys from Discovery in there. There he is. Oh, what am I doing? Just put group. And there's the other one. All right, then I'm just gonna stick players down below. It doesn't really, honestly, it doesn't really matter because I don't think. Well, hell, I'll just go ahead and put them all in there. Let's see. Who we got left? I don't think the synergy below deck's gonna help, but because what I'm doing, why I'm using him is because he makes it cheaper for the jumps. If you didn't know that, that's his ability that makes the jump go from, I think it was 500 down to this, and it also will take, when you summon a ship, it will also make it cheaper as well. Most of the time I don't care, but I did a lot of jumping today. Let me find a good node. That's a good node. I'll put, let's see, there we go. Okay, let's send, first bring this one in. See, that went from like 1,000 to 757. So it does save a little bit, especially if you're going to do multiple ships like I am doing. This is a good way to save on that stuff. Whoops, got the discovery going to mine. No, thank you. Okay, let's see. I switched it. Unless he didn't come, there he is, he did come in. I thought maybe, all right, so let's look and see the other nodes. That's a good node too. Let's go ahead and bring that ship in here. And now I got discovery going back. Thought I told it for this one to bring it. All right, come on. Summon. And now let's go over here. Bring that there. How about this node? How good is that one? That one's a pretty loaded one. Let's summon it. See, the problem is I'm gonna have to do a whatchamacallit here in a minute. I would send more than one ship up, another ship up here. Whoops. I'll let go of it. I was just, okay, there we go. All right, so let's do that again. We're gonna summon. And basically this is the only thing I ever use it for, that and to get me out of territory if somebody stings me. And we'll go ahead and send the discovery back. It's gonna take it a minute to get back. Let's see, there's a lot fewer people in 73 space because none of these ships, because they basically had to do the same thing I just did, because none of these 68 ships have the warp range. Maybe if you put Grush in there, but I need Grush for something else here in a minute. So, okay. I'm gonna let the viewers choice. I've got a new album of industrial metal stuff called Soulless. I can play that. I can continue to play the Warcry stuff about Star Trek and Klingons and the game. Songs about that. I got an outlaw country band called Tales from the Road, where I wrote a bunch of biker tunes and a couple other tunes to go with it. And then I've got a grunge album. It's called True Love, which it's all dark stuff, you know, about the dark side of love, not the I love you, the sky is blue kind of stuff. So I have any of those choices I can play in the background. So there are 4 people online. Give me your vote. It's going to take a minute for this discovery to get back. And then when we do that, we're going to do an outpost. And then I'm going to come up here and I'm going to finish the battle pass. And I also got one mission that requires me to hit 1072 ships. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to do all 3 of those at the same time, because I've got one more milestone left. We did some surges earlier today, which actually the surges and the finish of the outpost this morning did give me all but 1 tier left on the battle pass. It did, oddly, it did finish the Ferengi version of it, which is usually they track closer together than that. That's kind of odd, but hey, I'll take it. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and just continue playing the Warcry stuff. Nobody said anything. All right, let's turn it down. I think everything else set up. All I gotta do is change this. Put the Sorrentos here. Okay, I got my. Let me check my cruise here for the outpost. This is the one I'm using for the outpost. I got to make sure that I got my there we go. I am going to make a switch here. I do want to go ahead and go with my normal cruise. Well, no, because it's got the doctor in it. I'd rather have the doctor getting the bonus for. Who do I have up there again? I had. Would be the easiest way to find her if you go below deck. Here we go. We'll put her back. We could go either one, Seska or her. Either one of those will work. But I do think the doctor is actually the best crew person to put here. But Seska or Section 31 Giorgio here will work really good too. But the doctor works just a little better. How far are we away? So while we're doing that, we can set up our outpost. So I'm going to go back in the margin, which is back on my server. Let's find it. There it is right there. I was real surprised they didn't they didn't give us a prime so we could beat the Queen on. I thought that was coming for sure. Okay, so we're gonna go to the outpost. We got. Yeah, we're not gonna jump. I'm a killer of Starfleet, so Klingon bloodlines can thrive. The only bad thing I hate about this is it ties up these ships for 6 hours. And I would like to have done some wave defenses, but I need to do this other first. I can do the wave defenses tomorrow, and I'll do a bunch of them. Because we're still having outpost events. Well, let's see, let's go to the regular events. We're still getting this one. EVP. What is this? Holy crap. Defeat one player in Ishtar holding an out. Player in Ishtar while holding an outpost. What the hell? Let's see what this is. I don't think there's anybody in there. I didn't even read that. I just knew that there was some stuff in there. Like I said, I didn't really. I played long enough to do a couple some surges with my alliance, and that's it. That's all I've done all day. After I got off this morning. There's somebody. Oh yeah. I don't have a PvP crew in here, so if I did find somebody that had something significant, I would have to come down here and change. Okay, let's go the other one.
Like a warrior with his dreadshot.
Okay, I probably should wait. Even though it did score. Ideally, if the Klingon one didn't kill you each time it hits you, that would be the one you want because you got PvP bonuses in that one. But like I said, it takes like 6 to 7% off one of your ships every time it hits it. And it doesn't matter which ship it is. All right, let's go and see if there's anybody else in the other one. Okay.
Test ya. Klingon warrior with his crenshaw. He'll smash your ship, leave you gasping.
Yeah, this is gonna be a hard. You're gonna have to be in these systems to score. This is gonna be a hard milestone event to complete because there's not. This is such a farming. Server, there's not going to be many guys out here doing what I'm doing right now. What is this? Okay, we're gonna clear this. That's the one I looked at earlier. I didn't see the PvP one. Usually there's only one event going. Okay, so nobody in that one. And so the odds are that there's not going to be anyone in these. I'll have to. I was kind of sad to see that guy go. I thought he put his thing in for deletion. I did reach out to him when it was like the tail end of me being a solo player. See if he wanted. He asked me once, and I told him, "Hey, I don't know how long I'm going to stay here. I don't want you to lose your emerald chain and all that stuff." There's a guy right there. We're going to get him. Hey man, hey. Try to hit one of these.
Klingon warrior with his Crenshaw. It's server 74 where he will test ya.
Yeah, he's the guy that comes on this. He comes and watches the screen.
With his Crenshaw. It's server 74 where he will test ya.
Did that even score? Because it wasn't. It did. Surprise. Sometimes they nerf it where somebody can send trash ships on it. Send trash ships up here and they will score for them, but it won't score for the guy that's attacking them. Like the stuff during the incursions, you'll see people send like their garbage ships up in that deal, and it will score for them. It's a PvP loss, but it will still score. But the person who hits it won't score because it's not one of the ships that's listed.
As my ship goes down in flames, my heart cries out your name. As the skies come crashing down, all that matters now.
All right, so we got our ship back. We'll revisit that in tomorrow, maybe. I think it's a 2-day event anyway, I think. But I do actually need, Para is one of the things I need the most, that and tritanium, or sigma titanium, you know, that is, but. Well, it looks like. So because I'm have an outpost going on, it gives me bonus points. And I need this like no, like like a crack whore needs crack, right now. Because every one of my upgrades costs 20 million plus. All right, so we were able to go in here and do some surges tonight, which was good. We put a sizable lead on. I don't know. I still got two more, but people were getting tired of doing them. That's the only problem with that. Okay, so we're gonna switch to Sorrentos. The Voyager. The Discovery for the Sorrentos here. So the Sorrentos is gonna help me boost up here where I'm gonna be doing these hospitals here. Let me find it. Like this ship was like I barely ever used it in my 60s. Okay, come on. Red comes in here all the time. He's a frequent viewer of our channel, so I'm gonna give him some kills. Okay, let's go back in the system. I'm gonna send both of them up there. Let's find this stupid event again. This way we both get it done. Normally I don't do shit like that, but I'd rather just get this thing done with because there's not going to be any real competition for this. If there was, then I would probably not do this, but. Yeah, I'll let the Sorrentos go in first, and I'll come in right after it. Okay, we need 25 seconds. Okay, go. What's he doing? What he lit out for? All right, I think this is this one too. Who hit that one?
With no blood.
send the Sorrentos back. No, wait. I think I'm done with it, SMS, so I'm gonna do it, let him finish it. I don't think I need it. I'm gonna see if I can get scores again. If it doesn't, then I'm not gonna. I'm just gonna send the Sorrentos back up there. Yeah, I'm not. I've already done. Alright, let's go ahead and we'll send this one. Let's send my vengeance back. We don't need it here. In fact, I'll put another ship, a lower ship in there. That I need one with warp range, one that's not gonna. I might probably just throw the damn Discovery in there. Okay, he says he's done. Here, I'll send it back. Now, if you're watching, I don't do this for people, dude. You have to know that. Alright, so when we get back, oh, I have a little bit of damage. Let's see, let's go. Alright, we're gonna send, you know what, we can just, wait, we can stop. We can just send the Sorrentos up and where it's at. I don't even think, I don't have to bring that all the way back. I do need to put a shield up, because I don't have any ships in the docks. That would be kind of, normally I wouldn't care, but I don't have any ships. Somebody wants to take a shot, they're welcome, but not with no ships in it. So we're gonna go into the Veil, and 72 system. So we're gonna tell the Sorrentos to get up there and go. Yeah, I didn't even notice this event. I just noticed the other one. I said, oh cool, I can knock off 3 in 1 and doing what I'm doing right now. I do got I got a mission too that is asking for 10 hostiles and 72 or more to finish, or not to finish, at least it'll get me another leg of the mission. And I also got this one to finish. We'll do that after I get through doing my grind up here for the daily battle pass and for this mission. I think it's 3 minutes from where I'm at. 3:20, I think. Or 3:07. So I'll let the Sorrentos get there. They'll give me another Dr. Pepper all the things fly. Damn, I had my iPod on all day. It's not good.
War cries echo, dark shadows loom in the heart of battle. They sink in his doom. Captain Jack's fate with vengeance in his grasp. A fierce warrior's might, no thing left to clasp. In the dark within a claim the throne with the empire's path forever to be known. War cries thunder as enemy ships fall in the realm of stars. He stands proud and tall. Unfortunate battle, his spirit attained. Rising from the ashes, his legacy names in the depths of the continent's fury nights. Captain Jack's Bane ready for advice. War cries echo, vengeance unleashed. In the dark of night, his power increase. Steel against steel, the voice starts to shake. With each strike he lands, the darkness will break. In the chaos of war and of the day, to God strong with the memories lead a light. Let it on the odds be increased in there and the tide shall not spare and creation. These will pass, will pop wars each and they strike like a storm in darkness.
Okay, looks like the Cowboys won. I figured they would. Raiders are not a good team, but when the Cowboys have been playing lesser teams, they've been playing down to their level and gotten beaten by a couple of them. And like they played their best game of the year against Green Bay and tied. But everybody was going nuts because they lost to the Broncos, but the Broncos have looked pretty good. Looks like everybody had written their quarterback out. Bad pick, but what they've done is they understand the quarterback that they have, and they've written them off. I think that's the biggest mistake that a lot of the pros make. They expect one of the young quarterbacks to come in to immediately adapt to their system and do it instead of saying, okay, we just drafted this kid in the first round. Here's his plus, his minuses. We need to come up with an offense that utilizes this kid. But they don't do that. They end up whatever the offensive coordinator needs for an offense. So that's what he has to run, whether the young kid is suited or not to run that offense. And what you also see a lot of times is, and it happened to Dak Prescott. He had that great rookie season when he hit an okay, second season or sophomore season. This is because the NFL had enough film on the guy and they can put defense. It's a lot easier to, if you've got the personnel, like the Cowboys, defensive personnel sucks. So they could have 6 months to prepare for some of these teams, and it wouldn't matter because they just don't have personnel. The one thing I did want to go see is how impactful these trades and moves that Jerry and Steven made it to deadline to see how much it did help the team. And you guys, if y'all watch the game, you can kind of give me a heads up. I am going to end up watching the highlights here and there in a little bit. I would watch them online, but they'll strike me for YouTube. You could sit there and put it in my deal. We could watch it, but they'll strike me, so I don't feel like doing that. But it looks like they won. They're not even giving the score. I'm just reading the headline from Sports Day, which is the app that the Dallas Morning News and one of the sports talk radio stations put out here in the Dallas area. Probably see one that would have this. Most of them are like personal stories about the player. Okay, they won 33-16. Feels like a pretty one-sided game. Okay, so both of them are in here. Let's set this up. And what I can do, I think I've got like what I did this morning. Tons of ability to come back, ready to roll. Unseat him. Put Kellen in driver's seat here. And Lorca in second. Confirm both of these. Yeah, I do have the ability. So the ability, if you don't know, what makes Khan's ability better in a PvE, and I'm going to straight that PvE situation is where Larka's, real is a hardcore punch, something that I can just have a hard time punching up like one hostile for like one of those mission bosses or something. Lorca's fist is the way you want to roll, but if you got to do multiple ones, Khan's ability is the way to go. And it lasts like over 5 minutes. When I gotta do 50 of them, it helps, it's not gonna stay active the whole time I do it like the Sorrento boost when you get in the ship here. We'll do it right now. Okay. Make sure you use Vengeance. I'm gonna go ahead and hit Khan's ability. So you're gonna get the ability for 5 minutes and 15 seconds. Okay, and the cooldown is 5 hours and 15 minutes. So I'm going to be focusing mainly on Romulan battleships. And like I said, this is not my #1 crew. This is a good crew. It does a really decent job on these hostiles, but it doesn't. If I had the Doctor instead of Section 31 Giorgio, I would hit probably maybe 10 or 15 more. And I don't think I can hit 50 in one hole without a Sorrento boost. I'd have to make another trip up here. But what it does do is it allows me to hit more than 50 of. What I'm doing right here will give, I think I did 100 and something the other night. I mean, that's if I'm steadily doing it, not just, messing around. I need to utilize as much of this Khan's ability as I possibly can. I'm going to blow by when that mission comes up here in a minute. I'm going to need to really mark as many of these as possible. I'm going to go ahead and do the bed ones too. That mission's going to pop up here in a second. It's going to waste time. I need to have one ready to roll. I'll put that one here. What happened? Did it paused it.
For the day over server 74, with my batlet still dripping with the blood of
And I think we did enough to finish the battle pass, but I'm not gonna mess with it until we get the 50 we need. And the reason why I'm focusing on the battleships is for two reasons. One reason is that's the battle triangle, the interceptor has the advantage. So I'm going to take less hull damage to that. And also the very first ship I'm going to be getting here in G7 is going to be, the first warship at least is going to be a battleship. So I need the parts. So it's a win-win situation right now. Now you could manipulate that. I could be using my board cube with a little bit different setup. If the Explorer was going to be the first one. And then if I was going to do the interceptors for interceptor parts, I would be using my Enterprise E. And there was a minute that the Kretschner did on the 71s when I was getting up. The Kretschner actually did the best out of even over the board cube and the Vengeance here, but I didn't have as many seats below deck as I do now. Now this is the way to go. There has been this weird glitch when the it's happened to me. It happened to me twice this morning, where when the Vengeance get to a certain hull health, it'll show that it's destroyed, but it's not. You do the repair, and it doesn't repair the ship totally, but it does allow it. It never leaves the system. But the only way to get it to go back and do it is to do quote repair. But I don't think it really counts. It's some weird ass bug. It did it to me twice this morning. It did it the other maybe 2 or 3 nights ago too. The main thing is wanting to get 50. And once Khan's ability is gone, which I think it is now, I'm going to go up here and check and see how. We'll go ahead and do. We'll get the last of the battle pass. Okay, I'm storing in the SMS on that one. Maybe finished it. Let's check that out. No, I'm not on the clock with us. Okay, so got one. And the bad thing about it is I can't do anything with these. They don't have any trade up. The one that I have needs rare ones, and they're not giving rare ones in these packs here. I mean, I think it still uses those, but for the most part, it doesn't do me any good. I was able to unlock this officer today this morning. After reset. Well, I think I did it before reset because I hit one of the milestones it gave me. But this is still a. Oh, this is the. And the bad thing, it only gives you stuff for the top 5. There was a couple of days of the event I had nothing I could upgrade to score in it. It kind of put me behind the 8 ball just a little bit. Alright, let's see. Alright. Oh yeah, I forgot to see if that outpost thing was done yet. Okay, I got all the milestones on both of these done. And what is this? Is an alliance one? Complete stronghold siege. Okay.
But it's the USS Vengeance, and I gotta let go. I'm coming
Yeah,
for
I'm
your
not fully
farmers. I'm coming for your schemers. I'm coming for your dreamers. I will never stop. I will never stop. I'm coming for your cheaters.
Okay.
I'm coming for your unions. I'm coming for your coalitions. I will never
Those are all
stop. I
done.
will never stop.
Let's see if there's anything else. Alright, let's finish this out. Alright, let's go in here and it always makes me a little nervous when I see that thing light up like that. Alright, so let's go here in the dailies. You can see how many more we need to pop before we get done with this. So I need 21 more. Cause it'll be the same as for the Klingon one down here too. Yeah, 21 more.
We will fight for the glory of the
Okay,
Klingon
so let's do that.
and we will fight through the rain and the fire.
Alright,
We will
let's do it.
fight through the rain and the fire. We will fight for the glory of the Klingon Empire.
Yeah, I went through a bunch of this morning,
We
man.
rule the
I
galaxy.
need to really finish it on this long, so I don't use any more of that Cerritos juice.
For the Klingon Empire.
'Cause I am going to need it
For the Klingon Empire.
Thursday.
We are one nation under one flag, one destiny. We are one people for the Klingon.
It'll be my luck now that I actually tried to do something for the weekend leaderboard. They'll bring the vengeance event back on Thursday like we were doing. See, I don't like it when they're inconsistent in the way that they do certain. There's so many weeks they do something a certain way, and then one day they just change. And then they brought it back. Like brought it back for one day on Friday. For a 24-hour one instead of. The other one was like multiple days, where it went from Thursday all the way to Monday reset, you know. And they changed the scoring of it too, so it's much harder to score in it. I mean, they completely made 6G materials completely worthless, pretty much. I'm a guy that likes to make a plan and put it into motion and make it. Here lately, the way that they've been doing some of these events is really pissing me off. Like the way what they did to me on the when I got this vengeance. They've been using Syndicate XP. Literally 2 times before I did it, than the first 2 times that I did it. And then they changed it to the squad being the main way to score. And then here lately they just tied it into whatever new gimmick they got in. Tried to force you to spend. And we got a guy on our server. But he got jumped in during the squall thing, and he ended up cheering 2 out to be able to get his blueprints for his vengeance. He spent way more money than what I did. I can tell you that. Because I actually got some of the squall parts and stuff from the actual art. I can't imagine buying one in the store for $100 and then with nothing, because you just finished tearing one up, you're gonna have very little left over for another one. That's the thing about that Reliant, that they've got 4 different rarities of the material. So I was able to take the one that I did by making pulls in the store. I was able to take it to tier 10 without spending a dime. Of just stuff I had left over from making pulls and whatever, you know. So now I've got 2 Reliants. I've got one that's almost tier 14, and then I've got one that's tier 10 and a few upgrades. So now I can really go up there and get that transition or any kind of, if there was a treasury that I wanted, I could get it really quick. I mean, what we got up in the treasury is not bad, but it's just not something that the other part besides the officers is not what I need. It's a research, it's based on a research pack, which has good stuff in it, but right now I can't buy something I can't really say, okay, this is going to give me para or tritanium that I need. In fact, there's barely any in that thing, because it's a research one. You got more dilithium in it than you do the other 2. You know, if it was a station pack one or one based on parts, I would probably spend the $100 to open to do it. But I would get a bunch of titanium or a bunch of para, you know, which I need. I need, like I said, my next upgrade is like lowest one I have left is like 30, and then I've got one that needs, I think it's 94. So yeah, so that's what I need, and I need more of this too for my ships. So having a treasury that's not loaded with either one of those doesn't really help me. I'm just giving $100. I mean, I would like to have the officer shards, no doubt. And if I was close to tearing one of those officers up or unlocking them, that would be a no-brainer. But I'm not. That means I'm on tier 4 of both of those officers, and I need a crap load to do them. 20 helps, but it's not gonna finish them for me. Now, if I'd had that was the case, I would go ahead and do it just to finish the officer, regardless what else was in it. But neither are the case. So when 2 hours go by, this will just go never redeemed. Yeah, I think I got my 50 now. And you can see this one's just a little bit not as good as a officer set as the other one. The other one I'd still probably have close to a half a hull left. Okay, so let's go ahead and pull the ones that now I got another surge. Might be able to do it. Have a 3 starts. I don't know. Let's see. So we're gonna do the Cleon Warrior and the Cleon Champion. And the other 2 will just have to stay. Okay, so we got that done. Okay, so let's finish. Let's send these back. And what I'm going to have to do when my ships get close to OPC, I'm going to have to use my Discovery to summon them back, because they can't, or if I was low on the summon juice, I could go over here and just hit a hostile. Come here and hit a hostile with it and send it home quick. But I'm trying to conserve this stuff, so I'm gonna go ahead and use the jump juice and send it back. But I have done that when I didn't feel like switching. And the bad thing about it, I like to do some wave defense. Wave defenses right now, but it's stupid. Mechanic's got my second, third, and fourth ship tied up. And the good thing is I don't have to use my vengeance for it. Man, I just don't. I can't conceive how anybody could have put this on the drawing table at Scopely and thought this was a good thing. And I'll promise you guys, once I get right now I'm doing it only for the officers that in there. When I get them at an acceptable level, I won't ever do this shit again. Because it just does, the amount of loot and stuff that you get from here is a joke. And the stuff that it gives you for these upgrades, you can see I don't need them. See, I could have used some of this to help what we just did up there, but why? So, to me, this is after this arc where you don't have anything that's tied into the scoring for the event. This is a dead mechanic. Unless they improve it a great deal. This is going to be another assault. And they already got one. They already have one from last arc too. Literally, I think that maybe the two worst mechanics that they introduced to the game were back to back. One of them, first one was this. The third. And it was like they had a contest over who could come up with the worst mechanic. Those other developers that they showed in the video came up with this curve. And it was like Mr. Tiger said, let me hold my beer, and came up with these outpost things. Not only we're gonna tie up your ships for 6 hours, we're gonna give you lousy rewards for those. And oh yeah, all the next 2 months of arc runs are all gonna be tied to them, so you're gonna have to do them. I mean, literally, these are literally. I can't think of other. I mean, there are some bad mechanics in the game that I don't like, but to be honest with you, these are good. This is a good concept. It's just that what it pays out is worthless, pretty much, to what's in the store. Now, if they put 2 zeros on some of this shit, or at least 1. Now we're talking, we're like we finished through, and it doesn't look like it stacks. So you don't get 25, and then if you finish tier 2, you get 40, and then you get 55. Well, we've been finishing in this tier. This is the bonus that we've been getting. Right here, 100, and basically it's because the spawn rate's so slow. I mean, we got people who doesn't have ships to hit in those systems, and they're getting killed as fast as they spawn. and they just don't spawn fast enough, and there's not enough of them. You know? So I don't see anyone ever getting to, I think it's 50, where's it? I think it maxes out like at 15 or something like, come on. Jeez. Yeah, 15. I don't see any literal way you could ever get 15. It's not because they're so powerful or whatever. They only get 3 minutes and they spawn too slow. And even so, look at that. Think about what it would take to get to tier 15, and you're only getting rewards of 375 for that. The concept's good, but the payout is disgusting. And the effort you have to do one is definitely not worth even engaging in. I basically talked our guys into doing it because we didn't want the alliance that was in the first place to win it at the time, and now a couple of other people have passed them too, so they jumped all the way to so they went from first now all the way down to third. I thought they passed them too. Maybe they will tomorrow. And the thing is, we could have got double that score because I've got 2 more. Another guy said he has 5 starts, and that we didn't really pull that hard. That's 7 more. You know, so we could double that score, but the rewards suck. So people started dropping out, you know, by the end. We started out, you know, it was very difficult to hit one, and, you know, the end was a little bit easier because a lot of people dropped out of it. But it didn't really affect, honestly, where we got. We still finished in the same spot. It's not because, even though some people dropped out, you know, it didn't really affect how many that were getting killed because there were so many people that were trying so hard to hit one of the hostiles and couldn't do it because everybody was in there using speed crews, you know, and you know, some of those guys, they probably had to use like a regular PvE crew just to kill these things, and it puts them at a disadvantage in a big way. And then you got, we had several members that brought those gauntlets in there that are auto grinding, and they were sitting there killing them in between starts. See, if it was my way, I would outlaw the dauntless for even going in there because it only hurts your life. Because in between, from the very beginning, the first one, yeah, it really helps the player who uses it, but since it doesn't stop, when the mechanics stop and it continues to kill those 40s, well, that's more 40s that are going to have to spawn when the thing actually starts. So I think there are a liability. You know, maybe for the guy who has it and is scoring big with it, maybe not for him, but for everybody else in the thing. Yeah, even when I do unlock it, I'm not going to take it in there. You know, I'm not going to do that because it's kind of a shit. I think it's not the coolest thing to do because it's hard enough to get them when you got some shit some ship that can't stop hitting the ones when they don't count, I don't get it. I mean, I would have made the mistake and done it once, and then oh yeah, you can't turn this shit off. And I'm hitting them when we're not supposed to be hitting them. And that'd be the only time I would have ever used it. Because on paper it sounds really good, but the problem is it doesn't stop. It continues going until whatever time period that effect goes on. That's what it does. It sort of has some kind of like boost. I don't have one, so I don't know exactly the complete in and outs how it works. I can see sending one of those in mirror space. You've got it tiered up a little bit. Would be nice. You can do that and let it sit there and auto grind some of those hospitals up there. You know. But I don't know how powerful this ship is versus those hospitals. I've got starts for rift keys that I can waste and try it out once I get it tiered up a little bit. I know going into it out of the box tier 5 or level 5 tier 1, it's not going to be able to handle it. But once I get it up maybe tier 8, tier 9, tier 10, somewhere in there, then I'll take it up there and let it do its thing. Otherwise, it'll just sit and dock. I'm pretty close. Let's go into the... I'm pretty close to getting... I'm really close to getting a second squaw. I'm about... I'm about a month away. Don't know that I will make it. I gotta find a way to. I've got to get rid of some other ships on this thing right now. Okay, where's that? Okay, is this? Oh, this is hostile stuff. Well, I guess I should send that damn squaw out there and let it do its thing. I'll just put it in place of my vengeance Yeah, the only thing I'm not going to use the stuff that's in my vengeance. Take those out. Let's go. Go heartbeat, glorious battle cry. From the gates of Chronos fire, I rise with steel in hand. Put the Seska there. Trembles as I tear across their land. Honor in my veins, fury in my roar. Your peace talk kingdom falls forever. That's pretty decent on this mission, even though he was done with it. I'll have to say that. I was going to do the same for him. Victory screams my name. You're shining fire. So we're going to change this one. Crew back in here. Don't think I got any of Okay, let's go into, as soon as that gets in there, we'll go into the free beers.
Steel meets steel, then flesh, then void. Your federation lies destroyed. No surrender, no retreat. Klingon heartbeat, war's heartbeat.
Yeah, I still owe him one. Put the little dome on it. Alright, pick it up and let it do its thing. I'm gonna go in the little node and reset it. These are 10 million nodes, so it doesn't take that little perk to fill up. This is my second place with the mining too. And the place I always do when I'm also wanting the loot from these hostels. And the reason why is the 70s are just really strong. And this spot gives you the 10 million nodes, and then the 70, and all the rest of them are like 2 million. So when this squaw holds like 33 million, that's too many resets, you know what I'm saying? Quiet tonight. What are you guys' thoughts on the arc so far? You've heard mine. I think this one's total garbage. It'd be one that if it didn't have those officers involved in tied into the arc, I would totally disregard the arc and disregard doing the outposts and just focus on other things in the game, which I've done a couple of times when they've had crappy arc. Like I did that with the arc with the Revenant, and I did the same thing with the arc with the Relativity. I got those both by pulling Blueprint. And basically, I guess in the Revenant, I actually was a little bit involved. I was just taking my 40 cube up there and letting them use the Revenants where they had them, using my cube as a meat shield for the other guys. I was taking all the damage and they were able to keep the ship alive. I did do that, but other than that, I didn't engage with it at all. So when I did open it up, I had tons of that loot, little parts, so it didn't take me very long to finish it. Maybe the quickest ship I ever finished was that Revenant. I was listening to some of the lower guys were talking about how hard the NX-01 was here up. No, that was one of the easiest ships. To me, the Voyager was not a bad loot. NX-01 was not a bad loot. Both of those ships, I cheered up pretty quick. Now, you can say, you can make another case for the Orange ship. I still don't have mine completely cheered out. I mean, there was parts where I wasn't pulling parts for it and shit, but mine's still not cheered up. I'm working on it now because I found out that at, I think it's tier 14 or 15 in this refinery. They include these will have uncommon parts. And I think I've pulled like maybe 2 pulls by accident since I have done it, because it basically was worthless to me from day one. Because I was already in 6G at that point, and getting 5G parts was not something I would do, or needed actually. I'll say not do, but something I didn't need. Like right now, I've got all these Strange New World officers finished, so I'm not spending the week there. And I'm not, the same thing with this one. All the artifacts that are available here are all done. So basically I'm making 2 pulls. I'm making the pulls for the Sigma stuff, the particles, and for the speed up. And I'm doing this for the parts for this right. And I'm really close. Really close to getting it there. See, right now mine's 213. And I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 more upgrades to do. But these are like watching paint. The upgrades are massive, and your pulls that you got in the refinery, even when I do the ones in the oxygen, not the oxygen, but the transigen loop boost thing, they're still, these things are astronomical, you know what I'm saying? And pretty much the same. The Galaxy Quest ship is almost as bad. Okay, so I need a bunch before I can pick it up. 14 is a key one because it opens up some research in that tree. So I've been pretty much on top of this one because of that. We go into faction store here. And we go all the way down to
Jack space, relentless and bold. Click out steel, a legendary doll. Shadows entwine, fieries and trollers as the stars real.
No, it is in the. No, that's the wrong. What was the one that told me that I need to get shipped to not relativity. In this final hour, we embrace the relativity. Oh, I know what it is. It's a mirror research.
Where the walls at the gate, the idle hands, stealing their fate, the true lies true.
So there's some mirror research that I can't unlock until I get some of this stuff up. And I just got it up where I can do the one. Yeah, I just unlocked it where I could do the ones that matter the most to me is right here. But I'm looking right here. I think I already got the tier that I need. For it goes last up I've got Naismith in here.
System failure, systems of blame. Shattered dreams in its cosmic maze. The clean on fraud.
Basically, I've got one officer I can upgrade to the rest of my gun.
Ripping metal echoes dry. In the abyss where hope comes to die. Death and destruction, they claim the prize. In the darkest space, here I sigh. Super fury, we stand alone.
Alright guys, I'm gonna call it now.
The ships are due. Screams of silence.
I'll probably go in bed and watch these get that discovery. This thing's gonna be, these won't finish until we started close to get a little bit after 9, so probably things done before 7 o'clock. We'll do some wave defenses tomorrow on top of whatever other events we got going on.